So we start in this magnificent pose, the holy pose, because whether it's day or night, whether you're getting up in the morning or you're ending your day with the yoga practice, it's a supported back bend, and when we take blocks to the outsides of the legs and bring the feet into Baddha Konasana, this allows the insides of the legs to release, and of course the Kushi ride is the bolster. How's everybody doing? Okay. Good. So we're just taking a few moments to find the breath. That's the holy breath of life. Number one. Number two is water. Number three, elimination. For the moment, we're focusing on the breath. And we just allow the breath to start to move a little more freely. Start to feel the breath. Be the breath. So it's not an automatic. We have to focus a little on the breath, because the central nervous system takes care of that for us otherwise, and we want to start to increase the length of the inhale, followed by an equally long exhale. Starting to allow the armpit chest and the center of the chest to rise on that exhale. Again, allowing the chest, the armpit chest and the center of the chest to rise and lift on both the inhale and the exhale. And if you can, see if you can start to let those lower ribs drop down. This is a mighty task, but it pays off in the long run because it creates opening through the chest. It's a nice counter stretch as the lower ribs drop down and the armpit chest, the center of the chest, the back start to lift away from those ribs, creating a gradual opening through that upper chest area. We can start to feel the muscles in between the ribs starting to move. See if you can breathe into the side body. Breathe into the front and back body, pressing now actively through the outsides of the feet. See if you can spread those toes, creating space between the toes. The more you open the toes, the more you're going to feel a sense of opening through the pelvis, through the hips. Open and spread the toes. See if you can create a little space between that fourth and fifth toe. See if you can feel that connection in the groin area as you widen the fourth toe, widen the fifth toe, and make them not just wide but long. See if you can lengthen those toes. So as the breath lifts the chest through the inhale and the exhale, see if you can allow that breath to linger right underneath the collarbone area and create some length right out towards the shoulders. So it's that space right underneath the collarbone area that lifts on elbows up and overhead, gently drawing the outermost arm away from the center line of the body. And again, let the breath lead the effort now. Breathe deeply. Find and visualize the inner shoulder blades. Just find that awareness of where those inner shoulder blades are. Drawing them gently in towards each other as you widen the outermost armpit. Again, creating that counter stretch. Drop the scapulas down so they don't lift and wing, compressing the upper chest. That's old age in the body. Letting that head drop forward and creating momentum from the head instead of walking from your heels. That's the incentive to feel those inner shoulder blades and widen the outermost armpit away from those inner shoulder blades. Helping to drop those outermost shoulder blades nice and flat to the back so they don't lift and wing. Good, let's take the elbows halfway down and just change the clasp of the hands to the elbows. Reach the elbows up and overhead. Gently draw the outermost armpit away from the center line of the body again. That's it. And feel the breath. Feel your breath. Enjoy the breath. Pressing through the outermost line of the feet, spreading the toes wide and lengthening those toes, integrating the upper body with the lower half so they're all together now. Looking for that union and balance where all things come together as one. Feeling those inner thighs draw in towards each other. And then eventually, those inner thighs draw back. But we're also rolling those inner ankles out and pressing hard through the outer heels. See if you can feel a sense of rolling your inner ankles out and pressing hard through the outer heels. So there's two actions happening here. Just enjoy the moment dropping to the hips, and we're gently scooping that pelvis, feeling the outer buttocks, cheeks. Starting to work the lower half of the body. You feel a sense of needing to shift because you're looking for the four corners of the feet. You're looking for that balance of sharing the load through the entire effort here. Allowing the breath to lead that effort, to lead the charge. And if anything starts to become effortful, look at it as an enjoyable challenge. Feel the length now from the top of the thigh, travel out through the kneecaps. So the energy lengthens those top thighs, the quadricep muscles. The energy travels out through the kneecaps. Visualizing that through each exhale. Lifting the belly, so feel the corners of the smiley face lift up, feel the belly button draw up and in. Breathe deeply, enjoy the breath. Feel as though those hips were weightless and they were lifting up towards the sky, naturally floating. There's no actual visual movement. It's just a sense of those hips becoming light as a feather. Breathe deeply. Let's release the hips. Nicely done. Good job, everybody. And just move your props and blocks off to the side. Take that magic block between your thighs. And let's drop the knees over to the right here. And let's take the blocks right away for our first downward dog. So, placing the blocks equal from the center line. If you need 2 sets of blocks because your hamstrings are really tight, or maybe 3 sets of blocks, who knows what you need. And we're working today towards getting those heels on the ground. So let's tuck the toes in and under, lift the hips. And see if you can get those outer feet so they're parallel. So we want a sense of turning the toes inward. And then we roll those inner ankles out again, pressing hard to the outer heels. The kneecaps are lifting up, the inner thighs are drawing back. And we're just enjoying downward dog. So try to get those outer heels hard to the floor, rolling those inner ankles out. The outer calves draw back. Inner thighs draw in and back. The lower ribs drop towards the hips, and the hips lift, lift, lift. And everybody, see if you can create some length in your lower back, your lower lumbar area. That's what we're looking for here today. And this will start to create some length in the arms and torso, the flank of the body. We want those outer sides to get long, long, long. So feel that lower lumbar lengthen. Again, shoulders are down, lower ribs towards the hips. Lift those hips. Lift, lift, lift. Make those hips light as a feather, everybody. So heels on the ground, everybody. Work the legs. Those legs need to be working 100%. Don't let those legs be lazy. Those legs need to be pillars of strength. Think about feeling as though your heels were digging through the floor. So make those legs longer and longer. Feel how the muscles start to get tight around the bone, adhering to the bone. Adhere those muscles around those bones. Breathing deeply, inner shoulder blades are aware of each other, drawing inwards and down to lay those scapulas flat. So feel those scapulas get flat in the back body. Inner shoulder blades are drawing in towards each other. See if you can feel a sense of lifting your elbows up towards your shoulders. So feel the muscles of those outer arms get taut. Outer biceps back. Good job, everybody. Take a deep exhale and just feel a sense of being light. Soften the body to receive. Breathe, breathe, breathe. See if you can lift your toes now. Lift your toes. Lengthen the lower back. And when you feel that you're done, drop those toes. Feel the big toes get long. Good job. Wow, you guys are great. Nicely done. So let's drop the knees down. And just take that child's pose. So feet together and drop your forehead to the floor. If it doesn't come to the floor, then support. See if you can press your hands so that those arms get nice and long again. So feel the sense of the elbows lifting up. So the outer biceps engage. Hips to the heels. So use your hands to press your heels, your hips to your heels. See if you can drop those shoulders down. Spread your fingers, widen your palms. Allow the breath to move freely. Moksha, freedom with the breath. Let's thread the right hand underneath the left, turn your right ear down. Breathe deeply, everybody, full body breath. Drop your chest down to those thighs. Take your right hand back to the left. Let's thread the left hand underneath the right. Drop the left ear down. Breathe to create change from the inside. The more you breathe, the more you activate that left prefrontal cortex. That's your feel-good center. So let your thoughts go and just breathe. That clarity will be so precious. Good job, everybody. Let's take that left hand back to meet the right. And slowly lift your hips here. So we're going to spin around and do a few little back movements from our lovely friend Laura Elena. In all sincerity, most people will experience some discomfort in their back and their left tongue. So you're not alone. That's the reality of it. So we just want to have the knees, as you can see. And then this is a great way to start your day, to end your day, to release. So hands nice and wide. That's it. So that the joints are nicely stacked. And we're just tucking the tail and releasing the head down. Lift your belly up. Lift the corners of the smiley face up, up, up. Never be afraid to take a moment just to check and see where your hands and knees are. They may change if you've got imbalance, and it's just observation is a powerful sense. Let's release, rolling one vertebrae at a time, drop the shoulders. So as you look up, see if you can draw the lower ribs in. Lower ribs in. And soften the shoulders. And then, so as we drop the shoulders down, lift those elbows up. Feel the sense of making those outer arms really tight, tight, tight. Lifting the lower ribs. Good. Very nice. So let's reach that right arm up. Find those inner shoulder blades. And thread the right hand through. So reach that right hand as far as you can. Use the left hand to support that effort. Reach the right hand up. Drop the shoulders, those inner shoulder blades together. Right hand through. And again. So the chin never passes the sternum. And thread. Good. Let's reach the right arm forward, lengthen, lift those lower ribs up and in. Elbow to the torso, rotate and reach. Inner shoulder blades together. And again. Reach, elbow in, rotate, inner shoulder blades together. And reach. Good. Let's take that right arm forward. Let's lift the left leg. So again, find that length. Let's feel as though we were lengthening that left leg from behind that left pelvic girdle. And lengthen that right arm by drawing the arm into the socket and then lengthening that arm from the bottom of that right shoulder blade. Let's just flex and point that left leg, that foot. So just flex and point, flex and point. And then let's just pulse both the arm and leg. We're looking for length, just little pulses. Little pulses. Elbow to knee, and reach and lengthen. Elbow to knee. So think about length and lifting. Good. Let's bring the hands and knees to the floor. Let's take the feet nice and wide, tuck the toes in and under, wide-legged downward dog. Let's walk the hands in towards the feet, dropping the head down. So if you need blocks, take those blocks. straight. First and foremost, making those outer feet so they are parallel. So everybody needs to turn the toes in to make those outer feet parallel. See if you can again roll those inner ankles out, inner thighs back. Let the head hang from the mid-thoracic spine. So lift those kneecaps. It's a tough effort, but try to lift those kneecaps towards the upper thighs without taking your hips behind your heels. So we stay away from the ligaments, feeling the front of the body, support the back, letting the head hang from those mid-thoracic vertebrae. So use your legs, everybody. Roll those inner ankles out. Lift those knees. And see if you can let your head hang just a little further. Take your hands behind your lower back, let your shoulders drop, and then lift the hand knuckles up and over. So let those shoulders drop, drop, drop. Lift the hand knuckles up, 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 up. Feel those inner thighs, feel those inner ankles roll out as you press hard to the outer heels. So there's a sense of tucking and untucking. Let's release the hands down. One more time, let your head hang from your mid-thoracic spine. Press through your feet, lift your kneecaps. Good. Let's walk the hands forward, releasing your knees down. Good. Let's thank God there's only two sides. So this stuff is tough, especially when you start. In the first few months, this stuff is a little challenging. So you start with a few and you just build from there. All right, how you doing? Great. Good. All right, let's take that happy left arm this time, reaching it up. So just give yourself a few moments to drop the right shoulder down. And then feel a sense of lifting the left hand, but you're also using the front of the body, the whole front core, the inner shoulder blades. That's thread. So try to reach, reach, reach. Reach. Feel the core, feel the front of the body. Let's go again. Reach up and thread. Reach up and thread. Good. Let's find that left arm and reach it for the length. Lift the front of the body up into the back. Elbow in, rotate, reach. Sternum never pass, or the chin never passes the sternum. Let's go again. So find the length. You can feel how reaching the left arm forward shifts the weight forward as well. That's what we're looking for, to keep that shoulder above the wrist. Elbow in, rotate, reach. And again, rotate, reach. Good. Left arm, right leg. And you can always take a moment out if you need to. So try and lift up. Let's flex that right foot. Flex, flex, flex. So feel a sense of the core supporting the back. So the core is lifting up. Good. Let's pulse now. So feel the length from behind that right girdle. Draw the left arm in and then make it long. Good. Elbow to knee, lift up and lengthen. So find the length. Good job. Let's come into the table, drop your head, lift your belly. Let's take that deep stretch. And let's do a few more spinal waves. So just this time to the rhythm of your own breath. Nice and slow. Try to move vertebrae by vertebrae. You'll notice there's usually a place where you want to go more quickly and skip. That's where you need to slow things down. Just start to find some awareness for that place that wants to stay hidden, that doesn't want to participate in the union of the body. So this simple movement really does bring moisture to the spine. It releases vertebrae by creating space between them, releasing nerves. Good job, everybody. Good. Let's come back into that neutral table position. And let's come up here and take the block just out to the right, stepping the left foot out to the left. Let's raise that left arm over. Good. Once you take that block out to the side more, so take it back and out to the side. So it should be in line. See how everything's nicely on the same axis? See if you can draw that left arm into the socket and then make that left arm long. You can feel a sense of drawing the hips forward. Breathe deeply. So learn how to try and straighten that left arm if you can. Create a little, that's it. Good. Good job. Let's slowly come up. Just reaching your right arm up. Right hand over to the left. Lift your belly and tuck your pelvis. That's it. Breathe deeply. Relax the shoulders and then lift your belly. So you want to use the core. Stand tall in your joints. Reaching right hand further to the left. Lift your belly. Good. Let's slowly come up. And let's change sides. That block and put your right foot out. Good. So just enjoy your breath here. See if you can all take some deep breaths. That's it. Nice. But stretch that arm, everybody. See if you can create a little vigor in that arm by straightening the elbow somehow. Drawing the arm into the socket and making it long. Lifting the belly so the pelvis can open. Good job. So this is a lateral twist for the spine. needs a back bend. It's time well spent. It's harder than it looks. Good job. Let's slowly come up. And over to the other side. So lift the belly. Lift, lift, lift your belly, everybody. Feel a sense of scooping your pelvis, lifting that right knee. Maybe bringing your hands entirely together to that right foot. Maybe in another life. But visualize the effort. Put it out in the universe. For the body to be open, for the mind to be open. Freedom. Moksha. Good job, everybody. Let's slowly come up. And we are going to take a forward bend at the wall. Buttocks is going to be against the wall, and the feet are going to be 2 to 3 feet away from the wall. You're going to use your blocks eventually, because we will come into an aligned Uttanasana. But anyway, in the meantime, let's bring the buttocks to the wall and walk your feet a couple of feet away from the wall. So note this. See if you can get those feet really far away from the wall. And let's fold forward. So it's going to take a few moments. So Laura, sweep back. Bring your feet further away from the wall, please. And wider apart. There we go. That's it. Now straighten your legs and just fold forward. So widen your feet even further. And just drop your head. So you're letting your head drop. See if you can pull the right kneecap up. And roll that inner right ankle out. See if you can lift the left kneecap up and roll the inner left ankle out. Feel your inner thighs draw together. Walk your sits bones up the wall, just infinitesimally. Lift your kneecaps. So the more you work your legs, the more the upper spine can let go. The more the fold where it should take place, which is in the crease of the hip. So that's why you want your kneecaps lifting to your upper thighs. And then eventually we fold a little further. See if you can feel those kneecaps lift to the upper thighs. So use the strength of your legs to work for you. I have heard, it wasn't a direct remark, so it's only through the grapevine, that BKS Iyengar said strength is a great asset to have. It's more important than flexibility. So use your strength. Nisoga? Apparently, I'm not so sure because he didn't say it to me, but that is the rumor. So feel how the body starts to soften. See if you can let yourself fold a little further. So let yourself completely surrender. The upper body surrenders over the lower half. See if you can feel a sense of pulling your sits bones up the wall. Good. Let's take our hands and just push yourself away from the wall. So again, if you need your blocks because you cannot bring your hands to the floor, use your blocks. We're coming into Uttanasana. Our feet are parallel, toes turn in, hips happy block nearby, you can bring it right between your inner thighs. And you're creating that sense of spinning the block out to the back end, but at the same time, roll those inner ankles out. Press hard through the outer heel, let your head hang from your mid-thoracic spine. Hips do not come forward of the knees, they are stacking. We want to keep those joints happy over time, so we stack the joints so that the muscles can support that effort. And keep things nicely aligned. It's all about that beautiful alignment inside the body, and that comes from union, from everything sharing the effort, so one place doesn't become out of balance. So let your head hang down from the mid-thoracic spine. If you have a neck problem, Uttanasana, a forward fold, is one of the primary ways to release that neck. So let your head hang. You should feel that outer heel pressing active to the floor, but the big toes are also long. Outer calves are drawing back. The inner thighs are drawing back. The outer thighs are drawing back. You can feel a sense of maybe the sits bones drawing forward. Walk the hands towards the feet. But in the meantime, see if you can work towards getting your hands flat. Alright, everybody, good job. So if you want to keep the block there, you can. See if you can bend your knees now, dropping your buttocks. Let's reach the arms forward for Utkatasana. So feet together a little more, that's it. Squeeze the block. And now tuck your pelvis, drop your lower ribs down. Make those arms long, straighten your arms, straighten your arms. That's it. Good job, everybody. And then slowly come up. Urdhva inner thighs back. Sacrum forward. Inner ankles are rolling out so you can feel those outer heels. Good job. And then let's take the block away. We're going to take the happy block now and bring it to the shin. So we are keeping that right knee stacked above the right ankle, and we press the shin to the wall. So that's the first order of the day. This will help to align your joints again. So press your shin to the wall and then slide that left heel back. We're looking for a heel to heel alignment here, everybody. And let's just take the left arm over to the right here. So we want that right hip tucking in and under. We want the right thigh parallel to the floor. And we're pressing actively through the back left leg. This is the director in this pose. We bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Left arm up and over. So press through your heels. Press through your heels. Feel a sense of drawing that right sit bone in and under. Breathe, 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 everybody. Make that left arm so that you feel it drawing into the socket, but also making it long. So it's taunt. Press through your heels, everybody. Press, press, press through your heels. Let's slowly come up as we straighten the right leg. Just let the block drop, pivot the right foot forward. And let's heel toe, heel toe. Good job. All right. Other side. So the benefit of having a full block is that we can just let it drop onto the foot. So again, we want that left shin so that it's pressing actively into the full block, and then heel to heel alignment as we take that right foot back, turning that right foot in about just 10-15 degrees, and we're pressing through that right thigh. But in the meantime, let's take the right arm all the way over to the left, so we tuck that left hip in and under, getting that left thigh parallel. Left forearm to the left thigh, right hand up and over. So we want that inner right ankle rolling out. We want that right thigh rolling out and back to open the hip. Breathe deeply, everybody. Press through your heels. Miss Ellie, take that right leg back further if you can. Even further. And maybe you can start again sweeping by taking your right hand, sweeps over to the left to get that left hip tucking in and under so you can press through that left heel. Good, nice, beautiful. And that left knee doesn't roll in because it's got the stability of the block. Nicely done. So the right leg is the director. Everybody press through that right heel. Open that right side body. Make that right arm nice and long. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Good job. Then slowly come up, straighten that left leg, put the left foot forward, heel toe, heel toe. Good. And now we're going to release the happy body again. And we are taking our ropes and crossing them. Super tight. You can have your blocks forward in a bolster, but we are coming down now and taking those heels to the wall, nice and high. And again, be symmetric. Let's draw the forearms to the floor, drop your head down. So again, feel a sense of rolling those inner ankles out. Keep those big toe knuckles actively pressing down. And press, press, press through your heels. Feel a sense of the kneecaps lifting, inner thighs back. So feel those inner thighs go back. Drop your head down. Lower ribs to the hips. So you can feel the sense of those hips becoming light as a feather again. Thighs are lifting up. Kneecaps are lifting up. Good job, everybody. Head hangs from the mid-thoracic spine. Breathe deeply. Enjoy the challenge. Letting the head be lower than the heart helps to reduce plaque and glutamine in the brain. Bats have no autoimmune disease. They live a great deal of their lives upside down. No autoimmune disease. So I like to hang like a bat. Be a bat. Let your head hang from the mid-thoracic.
feel how the spine is getting longer, the sides of the body are getting longer. See if you can create some length again through this lower lumbar area. Slowly come up. If you were doing this, at home, you might do the pose just like so. If you had to do it at home, you are just like so. Again, working to create that length in the lower back. Okay, let's all come down onto the floor. Take a blanket underneath the back of your head as you come onto your back body and draw your thighs to your chest. Just rocking from side to side. Release that lower back area. Just make sure you've got your happy strap nearby, everybody. That's the important part. And your bolster. Because some of us may be tighter than others. And we're just dropping the knees over to the left here for what they call a lumbar rotation. So there's a few moves that seem to be repeated over and over again to help with the back. Done several of them. This is another one. So if you were super tight, you might have support underneath the outer left thigh, and it never hurts to squeeze those inner thighs together because it will protect your lower back a lot. You feel that chest lift, lift, lift. You gaze to the right. You can bring your right hand on top of the left thigh, great. But we feel a sense of length. Length as we lift. So the right ribs are drawing towards the left ribs, and the armpit chest is going to the right. If you'd like to be a little more active, you can straighten that right leg and take your left hand to your big right toe, or just support the leg. But breathe here. Breathe deeply, everybody. Full body breaths. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So this right sits bone is drawn towards the left heel. So release that right leg if you have that left hand on it, and just bend the knee again. That's inhale, lift the knees up and over to the right side this time. So again, if you have a cranky lower back and you need a little support today, use your happy bolster between your inner thighs. So feel your inner thighs squeeze together no matter where you are. And then feel the chest lift. Feel everything lift away from the pelvis. So the left armpit is going to the left, but the left ribs are going to the right. So again, that two-direction through the breath. Breathing deeply. understanding the breath is what releases the twist. It activates the twist. It brings the detox. So breathe deeply. It's good for everything inside the body to breathe deeply. Again, lighting up the left side of that prefrontal cortex is what it's all about. It's where it's at. That's your happy place. So light it up with the breath. Then straighten that left leg and grab the big toe if you can. If not, just find your happy place. Again, understanding everybody's body is different and unique. So listen to your inner voice. That's what knows more than anything, anybody. You know yourself better than anybody. And that stillness allows that inner voice, the creative juices, to start to regenerate and rejuvenate. And this is what allows the inner voice to become alive, to come to that place that speaks to us, that guides us. Let's release that left leg. And again, lift the knees up through center. Let's take that little rock here. Rock, rock, rock. And now let's grab the happy strap. And in two hands, everybody, let's bring the strap around the foot. Bring the elbows to the floor, pressing through those outer upper arms to lift the chest. Let's straighten that right leg first and foremost. So imagine no strap, because we are eventually working toward this, no strap. So have a nice easy strap, no wrapping the strap like you're riding a horse and you're pulling down. Because the right hip is drawing towards the left foot. The right hip is in line with the left. And we are making that right leg longer through that right heel. Use your exhale. So make that right leg as long as you can, allowing the breath, the exhale, to travel through that right heel. Lower ribs down towards the hips. So now, there should be a little bit of space behind your lower back. If there is none, tilt your pelvis forward, dropping the lower ribs down. Breathe deeply if you can. Let's straighten the left leg. So the pelvis is tilting forward. We're taking the back of the left thigh to the floor. So that we are decreasing the space behind the back of that left thigh, making that left leg longer and longer. Making both legs long now. Everybody make those legs long. Lower ribs to the hips, but find that space behind your lower back. Really, we're creating more and more space behind the lower back without allowing those lower ribs to lift. Nicely done, everybody. So hopefully we have the bolster nearby. And let's take that bolster and tuck it underneath that right hip a little. Reach the right hand to the right foot so the right arm is straight. If you can grab your big right toe, that's great. But if you can't, just grab the strap. Left arm out to the T position. Cup the floor with the left side of the body, please. So we're working the left side of the body. That's what we're doing. We're cutting the floor like a knife with the left side, opening the right leg out. So we're still decreasing the space behind the back of that left thigh by imagining the heaviest of African elephants sitting on top of that left thigh. Lift your left kneecap up to the thigh, press the thigh down to the floor. Lengthen your inner right thigh all the way to the knee. Lengthening the inside of the right leg. Breathe deeply, everybody. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So don't let that left foot turn out. No dead cowboy. Press the back of the left thigh down. Work that left thigh. Let's take that right leg back up and over slightly to the left without letting the right hip lift. Breathe deeply. Inner thighs together. Reach through your heels. Pull that right hip away from you. Pull it away. So we feel the center of the buttocks. Good job. Let's take that right leg back. Now see if you can take the outer right foot, turn that right knee out, and drop that right thigh down. If you need to bend your left leg to do this, do so. But we're leading with the right shoulder blade, drawing the right shoulder blade down, drawing the right thigh down to the outer right side body, right ankle on top of the knee. And if you can straighten the left leg, great. If you can't, just have the left leg bent. You can see it's much easier to have your left leg bent. And feel the center of your buttocks here, everybody. Good job. Let's release that right leg, and we are going to straighten the right leg. Everybody bend your left leg to start. Straighten your right leg. See if you can create that space behind your lower back, but lower ribs are dropping down, 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 down. Make the exhale long through that right heel. And you can take a moment, just bring the bolster to the left. So straighten that right leg. Number one, get that right leg straight. Reach through the heel. Exhale, travel through that right heel, everybody. Exhale through your right heel. Exhale through your right heel. Very nicely done. Let's bend the right leg. Let's take a moment out, draw the thighs to the chest. Let's take a little rock, rock, rock. Bring your right foot to the floor. Let's take the strap around the ball of the left foot. Again, nice and easy here, because remember, we finish like so. So let's bring those elbows and outer arms to the floor and press through the outer arms to lift the chest. Lower ribs down, left leg straight. Feel the center of your buttocks. And pull that left hip to your right heel. Pull that left hip away from you so the left and the right hip are equally on the same axis. Start to feel that exhale, travel through that left heel, so make that left leg long. Make it long. Feel the left kneecap lifting up to the left thigh, intelligizing that left leg. So feeling the muscles adhere to the bone of that left leg. That's the intelligence. Let's extend the right leg long if you can. If you can't, stay here. But don't let that left hip lift. Let's straighten the right leg. So again, we're tilting the pelvis forward, so there's space behind the lower back, lower ribs down, press the back of the right thigh down, down, down. Lifting the right kneecap up. Imagine that elephant coming and just having a little seat on top of your right thigh. Boop. So prepare for a heavy load. Breathe deeply, everybody. Full body rest. Feel the corners of the smiley face lift. Feel that sense of being ridiculously happy inside. It's a sign of enlightenment. And notice how lighter life feels when you feel ridiculously happy. How much more joyful life is. So if you're thinking and nothing is ridiculously happy, think of something that would bring that sense of joy. Breathe deeply here. So the longer we hold these happy poses, the more we start to move from a muscular action to something more organic. And then eventually, something wonderful happens, and we are now in that energetic phase where all things come together in that sense of union. That's what we call the yoga. Good job, everybody. So we linger here to help the back, because the longer the hamstrings are, the less likely you will have a back problem. All right, everybody. Let's tuck that happy bolster underneath that outer left hip. And as we open the right arm out to the side, again, we're making that right side of the body taut like a knife. Taut like a knife. That's it. So have that left arm straight, my dear. Left arm straight. Walk the left hand as close to the left foot as you can. It's much easier. It's a star performance. So make your right leg long. Make it long, everybody. Push it and lengthen it. Make the right side of the body hard to the floor. Inner left thigh lengthens all the way to that instep of that inner left heel. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Full body rest. Deep exhale. Feel the exhale travel through your heels. It helps to drop the lower ribs. And then the inhale lifts the chest to create a nice counter stretch. Let's take that left leg back up to center and bend that left knee. So if you can take the outer left foot, do so. Leading with the left shoulder blade as you draw the left shoulder blade down. If you need to bend the right leg, do so. But we're dropping that outer left thigh down to the outer left side body, leading with that left shoulder blade. So you can just explore straightening the right leg, bending the right leg. Just to create a little movement inside, just breathing, everybody. So don't hold your breath. Good. That's slowly release, so we're going to straighten that left leg. So again, bend your right leg if it's straight. And we're working to straighten that left leg. And we do so by feeling the exhale travel through the left heel. And if you need the strap, take the strap again. But intelligize that left leg. Intelligize the leg. Make it come to life. Make those muscles work. There's 7 layers of connective tissue. The bone is that last living layer. See if you can unite everything. Feel the center of your buttocks. Good job, everybody. Good. Let's bend that left leg. Let's draw the right leg in to meet the left. Take that happy rock along, releasing your lower back, releasing your hips. And then Ellie, what comes next?
Feet up the wall.
Viparita Karani. So let's come over to one side and we're setting up, taking that bolster just about 4 inches away from the wall. So just bring your bolster like so. Bring the blankets to the creases or facing inwards. And the ticket is to get those buttocks cheeks to the wall, everybody. So buttocks cheeks to the wall, both the left and the right. And then the shoulder down, legs up come last. You can always cheat and use your straps and just have those elbows slightly bent. So try to get the backs of the thighs, the sit bones to the wall. That's quite an important effort here. So you don't have your bolster too close because the sit bones drop down behind. So just take your hands to your thighs and press your thighs to the wall. Reach through your heels. So again, these inversions are quite important. They do all sorts of things internally. The whole flow of fluids is completely reversed. The head is now lower than the heart, which is very atypical. And for whatever reasons, this seems to reduce plaque and glutamine. These are the autoimmune diseases that seem to be just haunting us today. So, taking time every day to put your legs up, you can feel how this recharges the central nervous system. Try to press the backs of the thighs to the wall. Notice how maybe one thigh will resist. Just try the effort. Moment, take your right ankle on top of your left thigh, bend your left leg, bring your left foot to the wall, flex your right foot so again you're lengthening through this right Achilles, engaging the shin to protect the knee. Uncross that right leg and straighten your legs. So try to drop those ribs in. And this time let's take the left ankle to the right thigh, bend your right leg. more you lengthen through that left heel, the more it continues to stretch toward the hip and away from the knee. Let's release and straighten the legs one more time. So press those thighs to the wall. Feel the exhale travel through your heels. Lower ribs down, down, down. And let's come down now into our final Shavasana. Let's take the bolster underneath the backs of the legs, right up toward the buttocks. Blanket underneath the back of the head. Tuck your shoulder blades in and under. So the heaviest part of the thigh is supported by the bolster. The whole crease at the back of the buttocks, right where that hip and leg meet, that should be fully supported. The shoulders are tucking in, softening now through the innermost corner of the eyes. Softening the innermost corner of the ears. Allow your mind to be still now with the body.